and welcome back, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I hope you will enjoy today's video in which I'll be redrawing the remaining requests that some of you made a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't watched the part 1, you can watch it here, but honestly there is no chronological order, so you can watch whichever you want first. The first request was Tanjiro and Nezuko from Kimetsu no Yaiba, drinking coffee before heading out to slay demons. So for those of you who don't know about Kimetsu no Yaiba, it follows the story of Tanjiro, who lost his whole family to a demon, and the other survivor is his sister, Nezuko, who got turned into a demon. And so basically now Tanjiro is trying to find a way to turn her back to her human form. So same as Jujutsu Kaisen that I mentioned in the first part of this video, I definitely recommend watching or reading Kimetsu no Yaiba. I haven't read it, I have only watched it, but honestly it has super dope characters, a nice story, and amazing animation, so if you can watch it, I'll definitely recommend watching it. So I drew Nezuko in her small form because that's the one that she usually is in, unless she's fighting. And honestly, I struggled so much on the first try because I couldn't make her as cute as she is, you know? So then I decided to just scratch it and then to do it all over again. And I'm so glad I did because she looks so much better now. Yeah, the first one was just, it was not it. It was not giving cute Nezuko, it was giving I don't know what, but it was just ugly. I also like how Tanjiro's expression turned out to be. Like, Tanjiro is just so kind and so caring about everyone, so I really wanted his face to be, really endearing. Is it how you pronounce it? Endearing? But yeah, like really calm and really kind, a little cute little smile. Yeah, honestly, I really think we all need a little Tanjiro in our life. One of our friends to be as kind and as caring as Tanjiro. So the second request was a very fun one. It was a moon boy and a sun girl. I wanted them to be opposite in their design, even though I know that the moon and the sun are not technically opposites, but just for the sake of the visuals. So for the moon boy, I went for a calm and distant kind of expression and straight hair. And for the sun girl, I went with a very lively, happy, upbeat kind of expression with long, voluminous, curly hair. For the color palette, for the sun girl, I went with warm reds and oranges with a touch of bright gold. For the moon boy, I went with cool colors, so blues and silver with a bit of yellow for the ornament and the jewelry. I had so much fun working on those two, honestly. I don't know why, but their design came up to me so easily, and the whole drawing process went by so smoothly. I was so surprised. The inspiration just hit me like that. As soon as I read the comment, I was like, I know what we're gonna do today. That sounded like Phineas. Verb, I know what we're gonna do today. So the moon and the sun characters, very, very fun request. And so yeah, a big thank you for that one. Then the third request was the OPOC named Rozy Lee. She's a cheerful 17 years old girl who shares a passion in music, just like my own OC. I was so surprised when I saw her character sheet. I was like, she loves music, just like Sigmund. And they also both play the guitar, so it was so interesting. I mean, I know that playing the guitar is not that, uncommon, but I don't know how to play the guitar, and I don't think everyone knows how to play the guitar. So it was very interesting to see that both of our OCs knew how to play the guitar. But yeah, so I I had fun drawing her, and I'm always excited and also so nervous when drawing other people's OCs because it's super fun to get to know their characters, but also I'm so worried that, I won't be able to draw them as good, like good enough. And because I have also OCs of my own, I know how much they mean to us, the creator. So I always want to try my best to portray them nicely and accurately. So yeah, I hope I did a good job. I hope. I hope so. Like, let me know in the comment if I did her justice. Also, a big thank you for letting me draw Rosie. I know that, she's probably your little baby and, giving me the honor to draw her. I really appreciate that. So, yeah. And the fourth request was a set of twin. So, one based on chocolate and the other one on strawberry. The OP said either cow or human, and I chose human because I'm not used to drawing animals. I didn't want to draw like wonky cows. So yes, I chose human, the human form. Um, this one was also fun to work on. Like, I started with the chocolate twin and went with dark chocolate because it's my favorite. I used to like milk and white chocolate when I was younger, and I hated dark chocolate. But now there's no way I can put neither milk or like white chocolate in my mouth, especially white chocolate. I cannot eat it anymore. I just hate it so much. But yeah, so I went with dark chocolate. So obviously the color palette is very much dark browns. And I drew the hair referring to melting chocolate. So, like very droopy, very melting. And I kind of kept the same hair texture for the strawberry twin because I mean, they're twins. So they kind of have to look, alike. So yeah, so I kept the same hair texture and then went with a color palette that is, referring to strawberry. So pink, red, and green. I also added. I went for a bit red because I don't know. I feel like when you draw strawberry characters, you're all like most of the time you go for a bit red. I don't know why, but it suits them so much. Um, and then I wanted to add her some freckles just to remind of the skin texture of the strawberry. And then I added also some of the, I don't know if they're seed or whatever, but like on the beret I added those little dots thingy that you see on the skin of the strawberry. Then the last request was a very cute one. It was an axolotl. I think that's how you pronounce it. An axolotl with an adventurous backpack. I know nothing about this little creature, but I did heard a little bit about them, like from people that find them really cute, and then they have them as pets. And it's true, they're really cute. I did look up some fun facts about them, and apparently they can regenerate themselves, like even their inner organs, like their lungs and their heart, and obviously their limbs too. That is pretty dope, if you ask me. Like, part of your heart is out, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna grow back my heart. Like, that is so cool. Um, and yeah, another fun fact is that I didn't know how to pronounce that word until I had to do this voiceover. So that's why I was like, axolotl? I think that's how you pronounce it. Because I went on Google and was like, how to pronounce axolotl? And they're like, axolotl. I was like, okay, I see. Thank you, Google. um, but yeah, so here is our little axolotl with an adventurous backpack. Like, he's going on a little adventure. I don't know where, but yeah, hopefully he's gonna have fun in the sea. Or do they live in the sea or in the river? I should look that up. But yeah, thank you for this request. It was very, very fun. And that is it for today's video. Here you can see all of the 5 requests that I've drawn today. If you haven't watched the first part, I encourage you to watch it because it's very fun. And thank you for watching, as always. and I'll see you with the next video. Bye bye!